Billionaire Mark Cuban issued a serious crypto warning even as Bitcoin nears a $50,000 price. Why would he be warning us against a strong commodity that has seen unprecedented growth? We wanted to know what this is all about, so we did some digging. We'll now have a look at what his warning is all about. Cuban's warning. Even after the U.S. Senate rejected a bipartisan solution on a crypto tax provision in its $1 trillion infrastructure package, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies have risen in recent days. Smaller cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Uniswap have soared even higher. Before August 9th Senate vote, Mark Cuban, a billionaire entrepreneur and investor, warned that shutting down the Bitcoin and crypto growth engine would be like stopping e-commerce in 1995. Shutting down this development engine would be the equivalent of shutting down e-commerce in 1995 because people were terrified of credit card fraud, Cuban said over the weekend to the Washington Post, or restricting the establishment of websites because some people first thought they were too sophisticated and didn't see what they could ever achieve. As part of the bill's fundraising measures, the clause proposes new rules for reporting crypto transactions to the IRS, which may raise as much as $28 million by promoting the payment of additional taxes. The sector would be thrown into confusion if broadly defined brokers were obliged to submit information on Bitcoin and crypto transfers. A compromised crypto provision in the bill was blocked yesterday after weeks of fighting. Senators Pat Toomey and Cynthia Lummis introduced an amendment to clarify language in the bill that would widen the definition of broker and impose tax requirements on software developers and miners who protect blockchains in exchange for newly minted tokens. In recent weeks, the bill's crypto clause has sent shockwaves across the U.S. cryptocurrency world, with crypto lobbyists racing to change it and crypto investors, industry professionals, and technologists roundly mocking it. The measure has the potential to engulf cryptocurrency transactions in the country with an invasive dragnet. Paolo Adiolo, the CEO of Bitfinex, a crypto exchange based in the British Virgin Islands, said in an emailed statement. Balaji Sivasan, a tech investor and former Coinbase CTO, termed the latest amendment a backdoor Bitcoin prohibition last week, while crypto lobbyist Jerry Brito, executive director of the Coin Center think tank, called it disastrous and stupid. Forcing reporting rules on Americans who develop software and hardware, mine and secure the network, or run nodes to build resilience and efficiency is an impossible task that will only drive development and operation of this critical technology outside the United States, wrote Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter and Square. Cuban actually called for regulation a while ago. In March, Cuban said that Bitcoin accounts for 60% of his crypto holdings, Ethereum for 30%, and other coins for 10%. He's only lately started playing with DeFi, saying in a blog post this month that banks should be afraid of the mostly unregulated and rapidly growing technology. Is this considered fear-mongering? After investing in a stablecoin that failed, Cuban called on authorities, telling Bloomberg that there should be regulation to define what a stablecoin is. There should be regulations that specify what constitutes a stablecoin and what collateralization is acceptable, Cuban stated. It's unclear to whom Cuban was making this remark and whether he was simply throwing it out there. I was hammered like everyone else, Cuban said on Twitter in response to a tweet from a fellow DeFi investor who claimed Cuban had been rugged, a phrase from which a project's liquidity runs out and investors are unable to withdraw funds. Essentially, it means that the people who are offering the stablecoin should have had much fiat currency on hand to pay out, which is uncommon. The circulating supply of USDC is $25 billion. Tether's market cap is $62 billion. Is there enough fiat currency on hand for these stablecoins to make huge payouts? We don't believe so. This could mean problems in the future. Cuban hasn't said how much he lost on the project, only that as a percentage of my crypto portfolio, it was little. But it was enough that I wasn't thrilled about it, according to Bloomberg. Stablecoins, which are a sort of cryptocurrency tied to a specific asset, usually the US dollar, have exploded in popularity and market share in recent years, with Tether, the largest stablecoin, now worth $62 billion. DeFi, which uses Ethereum-based cryptocurrency technology to reproduce financial goods like loans and insurance without the use of a bank, has exploded in popularity in the last year. As a result, the price of Ethereum has risen. DeFi stablecoins, which aim to maintain a peg to fiat currencies by generating arbitrage opportunities and liquidity between coins, are notoriously dangerous, with a slew of similar ventures crashing recently. In emailed comments, Paulo Ardiano, the chief technology officer of both Tether Limited, a stablecoin issuer, and Bitfinance, a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchange, said it's critical to recognize the critical role of fiat-pegged stablecoins in this growing ecosystem. Tokens aren't all made equal. There's a chance that everything will go to zero in some initiatives. We encourage anyone who's interested in investing in the ecosystem to learn more about these innovative financial projects. Never invest money that you aren't willing to lose in its entirety. Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano as an exchange medium, said Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban, like Elon Musk, is one of the few billionaires that believes in Dogecoin. In an interview with CNBC's Make It segment on Friday, the billionaire entrepreneur who owns the NBA professional basketball team, the Dallas Mavericks, dubbed Doge the strongest competitor among digital currencies for widespread use as a means of exchange. The Dallas Mavericks, who have accepted Bitcoin since 2019, announced in March that they had begun taking Dogecoin from its fans for online ticket and merchandise purchases using BitPay, a cryptocurrency payment provider. According to Cuban, the move was a big success because the team got over 20,000 Doge in transactions quickly after the announcement, making them the largest Dogecoin merchant. Cuban is certain that Dogecoin will find a use case as a widely utilized currency of exchange, while he is skeptical that enough people will see it that way. He believes, however, that the meme coin's detrimental inflation, which means that the amount of inflation is known and there's no doubt about the amount created and the inflation percentage, which would enable it to expand as a genuine payment mechanism. In May, the millionaire revealed via Twitter that he owns 3,250 Doge, which he purchased with his 11-year-old son. Dogecoin's progress in the cryptocurrency market has been influenced by the attention provided by its strong supporters, including Elon Musk and Mark Cuban. Elon Musk's Twitter antics endorsing Dogecoin earlier this year had a huge impact on the market. Doge benefited from Elon Musk's support in a series of tweets during the course of the year. His tweets not only increased global awareness of the cryptocurrency, but also urged investors to purchase more Dogecoins. The climax came when Dogecoin's value skyrocketed by 20% when Musk announced it would be featured in his Saturday Night Live hosting debut dubbed the Doge Father. However, following the show, large sell-offs occurred and the price of Doge, along with the rest of the crypto market, plummeted. Musk has also intimated that Doge would be accepted at SpaceX. On Twitter, his most recent mention to Dogecoin came in July when he referred to it as money rather than just a way to make money. Dogecoin, on the other hand, has not been left out of the crypto market surge and is currently trading at 30 cents, up 7.27% on the day and 15.30% in the last 7 days. However, it's a long way from its all-time high of 73 cents set on May 8th. Despite recent exposure and a surge, Dogecoin's popularity remains uneven, with doubters believing the coin, which was designed as a joke, not survive in the market. Maybe this is what scares the powers that be. What will one BTC be worth in 10 years? If you've heard anything about Bitcoin, it's either been about how much it's costing or how much it's costing. However, individuals wishing to invest for the long term should consider a different question. How much will one Bitcoin be worth in 10 years? No prediction can be made about Bitcoin, but MicroStrategy CEO Michael J. Saylor believes that once Bitcoin crosses the market cap of gold, which is currently at $11 trillion, nothing will be able to stop it. In the long run, Saylor believes Bitcoin will achieve a market valuation of $300 trillion. He doesn't specify a date, of course, because no one can do that. He mentions a future objective. The price of Bitcoin with a market cap of $300 trillion would be roughly $14 million. Here are a few reasons why Bitcoin, the first cryptocurrency, may grow in popularity over the next 10 years. There will be only 21 million Bitcoin. Because there are only 21 million Bitcoins in the world, supply and demand will lead to scarcity and increased value over time. Consider the difference between 36 cents per gallon in 1970 and $4 per gallon today due to inflation. Every 4 years, Bitcoin undergoes a halving procedure in which the quantity of Bitcoin paid for mining the currency by a proof of work consensus is slashed in half. This basically decreases Bitcoin's inflation rate in half every 4 years in a controlled manner that everybody around the world can easily track. When you compare this to the enigmas of central bank target interest rates, it's easy to see why Bitcoin is referred to as an inflationary hedge. It's deflationary by design. If it's digital, it will last. Bitcoin transactions are recorded digitally on the blockchain, making it far more durable than a traditional dollar or coin. This may sound nitpicky, but it's a major step toward digital peer-to-peer transaction convenience. Blockchain technology is extremely secure and efficient, and developers are always developing new tools to better it. In reality, Voyager, one of the first public crypto companies, makes it simple to understand the crypto market and invest in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies by making it simple to keep track of and secure your digital assets. Start using the Voyager app right away. What is your take on the US government's intentions? Do you think the US government has the ability to destroy cryptocurrency? Do you agree with US government sentiment over cryptocurrency?